Hi, everyone. It's Alex Cook. Welcome to Modern Dance with the Mark Morris Dance Group. I've tried to make it so that this is kind of a beginner intermediate level. So I'll give kind of the combination, and then I'll also give some options to kind of make it harder or make it more a little bit easier depending on what the actual prompt is. Couple of things you should know about today. So the first thing is that you should make sure that you have plenty of space to move around in, so that you're not going to bump into anything. May require moving a few pieces of furniture out of the way. So although I will be giving combinations for a smaller space, knowing that we're all dancing from home. Additionally, you should have some water nearby in case you get a little thirsty in the middle. You want to take care of yourself. Know that any of this is something that you can choose to opt into or opt out of, depending on how comfortable you're feeling with it. You want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself throughout. Some other things I want to make you aware of: if you look in the description of this video, you'll find a lesson plan there that you can follow along with. This class will be available after its live stream today on the Mark Morris Dance Group channel, along with a whole bunch of other classes that you should definitely check out. And there are some options there to kind of level up in each part of the class. So check out that lesson plan. The other thing is that the playlist that we'll be using in today's class is posted, the link to the Spotify playlist. I'm using music from accompanist Michael Wall. He has very graciously said people from the dance world can use his class to accompany his music to accompany their class. So I'm very thankful for that and want to give him a little shout out. Otherwise, we are going to get moving. We're going to start on the floor. My classes typically, we work on a specific kind of overarching theme. So this week, we're going to be doing fall and recovery. So I'll be talking a whole bunch about a lot of different things. You can find all of that terminology in the lesson plan linked in the description as well. So feel free to check that out. But for right now, let's get moving. So we are going to start on the floor. You're going to kind of find a butterfly position with those legs. This should be a relaxed butterfly. We're not trying to get our feet super close in, just kind of a good relaxing place to sit, and your hands can go on your knees. You're going to want to make sure you're sitting on top of what we call your sits bones. That's the part of your pelvis that hits the floor when you're sitting on top of your spine. So if you can rock back and forth like this, you can probably feel those bones underneath you. So find that place. Thinking about a tall spine, so we're thinking belly button to spine. We're anchoring ourselves into the floor by feeling weightedness, but lifting from the top of our spines here. So that we have a nice kind of push-pull dynamic going on. And this is going to be our starting position. This exercise is going to be in 4/4 time. And when the music starts, I'm going to count it in what's called half time. So it's going to be nice and slow for us. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Drop forward, drop right, drop back, drop side. Then I'm going to take my left hand, and even though I'm circling around to the left, my left hand is leading. So I'm going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and end down here. And then I'm going to straighten my legs and pick my spine up all at the same time. 5 and 6, nice extended toes and ankles. And then I'm going to drop just my upper back and head and arms. 7 and 8. So I'm not sinking down to do that. I'm keeping that belly button reaching toward my spine, and I'm dropping my upper back and coming back up to here. That's 7 and 8. Okay, so from the beginning, that is head forward, recover. Head falls right, recover. A little bit faster, side, back, left. 1, 2, that's 4. And then we're going 5, 6, drop, 7, recover, 8. Okay, so that's that fall and recovery I've been talking about, finding that nice weighted place. So then I'm going to open up my right arm to the back diagonal on one, and I'm kind of twisting my upper body, but notice my lower body staying in the same place. So there's 1 and 2. I've just brought that diagonal to a new place, the downstage corner. 3, and then on 4, I'm going to reach into this arm and I'm going to slide out to a nice long position here. Okay, so I'm making a straight line with my body. Then from here, I'm going to curl in 5 and 6, and going out into an arch behind me, 7 and 8. All right, so let's go from the beginning on that, just to review. So we drop our heads to the front. We drop our heads to the side. We repeat, going in a nice, I guess that would be counterclockwise circle. Then I'm reaching to smooth that circle out, make it not quite as sharp. Finding this place. Oh, I forgot my drop swing. Here it is. Reaching back, forward, back, slide into the floor. 5 and 6. Now I'm thinking about my tailbone down here and the top of my spine reaching behind me as I extend both my legs and arms to come here. And then I'm thinking about my elbows and knees coming together here to push me up off the floor. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go over what that exactly is in a second. Then I'm going to swing my top leg forward. 5, swing it back. 6, sitting up. 7, 8, and I'm ready to go again. So let's go over what that ending part is. So let's say I'm in this arch here. I'm going to think about my elbows and knees coming together, and then right before they actually touch, right in this kind of in-between place, I'm going to take my left side of the body and start to reach and push into the floor with the right side of my body to get up to here. And follow that same action all the way around to the other side so that I'm kind of creating some symmetry here. Falling into the floor, bringing my arms over my head to come to here, and this arm is right in front of me. Swing, swing to sit up. Okay? And then what we'll do is we'll repeat all of that to the left. So we'll go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, drop, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, slide 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then from here, I'm going to the downstage. 1, 2, 3, 4, swing 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So now we're going to try all of that with a little bit of music. I'm going to put my music on. And here we go. 5, 6, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Swing, swing, ready to the left. Head, recover, fall, recover, quicker, quick, quick, quick. Other side. Go. 6 and swing up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stretch. Up. Come up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great job, you guys. What a great floor activation. So I want to say that if you feel like you've got all of that movement and you're really like locked in and you're dancing to the music, you can find a piece of music that's a little bit faster, and that's how you can make that a little bit more challenging. All right, I'm going to move on now, and we're going to do a little bit of a spine and a leg warm up. All right, so the first thing that I want to talk about before we get started here is you should really think about your spine starting up inside of your head. So if I think about curling my spine from the top, the first thing that I'm going to notice is that my head is going to drop down, because if your spine didn't start there, your head would pop off and we'd have all sorts of problems, right? So we really need to think about our spine starting inside of our head, and that's where that is going to begin. The other place that we sometimes don't think about as much is that you should really think of your tailbone as being the penultimate part of your spine, or the ending part of your spine. So when I say curl bottom of the spine, I'm not saying curl here. I'm really thinking about curling underneath here where my tailbone is, okay? So that's what we're talking about when we talk about spinal mobility. And the great thing about the spine is that it connects everything else together. So if you move your spine, you're going to start to move all different parts of your body, right? Because it's all connected. So that's why we need to warm our spines up. I really want you to think about finding kind of a nice beach ball in front of you. If you've taken ballet class, you know this position as first, right? So there's a little bit of space underneath your arms here, almost like you're trying to hold a tennis ball there. And then right from there, these arms aren't at the level of your shoulder. They're a little bit below that. You can see from the side here, okay? So that's what that should look like. That's where those arms are going to be. Your feet are going to be in a parallel position, so like train track. To remind you of what we did on the floor. We're going to fall and recover that head forward. This time we're in 3-4 times, so it's going to be 2 3s that this takes us. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. And then I'm going to do that same thing going to the right. 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. And this time I'm going to go forward, side, back, and up. So it looks like this. This will be 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3. I'm going to back up so that you can see more of what's happening with my arms, although I don't want to run into this back wall. So you can see that my arms went on a little journey there. They went side and then up and together, and that's what it looks like up at the top. I'm going to squat down so you can see. And my head is going this way, and my sternum here actually opens up to the ceiling. So I'm doing a little bit of a back bend there. I'm going into what we call the back space. I'm not crunching my neck. Make sure that you're not crunching your neck. You want to keep your neck long as you do that so that you're working in a healthy way. So we're here. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3. Okay, so that's how long it takes me to get here. Then from here, I'm going to bring my arms out to the side and plie. 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm going to shift side right now, but you don't shift side, okay? I'm going to do a contraction of the upper body. There, you could hurt yourself. That's where you're going to bend. Notice I'm not rolling my shoulders forward. I'm thinking about my ribs, okay? And everything else is kind of staying the same, using your abdominals to make that happen. So that's going to be 2, 2, 3, recover 3, 2, 3. Then I'm going to do a lower body contraction. So I'm thinking about this reaching forward. That's really from my belly button, okay? 4, 2, 3, and then I'm releasing that. 5, 2, 3. All right? Then I'm going to do all of that together and bring my arms in. 6, 2, 3. And this time I let go and bring everything out. 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3. All right, it's a lot of information. Just do the best you can and really think about those initiation points we talked about. So, plie, upper, recover, lower, recover, all together, recover, stretch. Then I'm gonna arc forward, really think about the top of my spine. And as I do that, my arms come down to my side, reaching all the way down. Now, one thing I wanna say about this is that you should really be thinking about staying nice and straight here. Don't push back into your heels, okay, as you reach forward here. And if this is where you end up, if you're not quite here, that's totally fine, as long as you're not bending your knees. I'd rather have you have straight knees than bend those knees and get down here, okay? So we reach forward all the way as far as we can go. Demi-plie, stretch, demi-plie, stretch. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. That's the grand plie. Then I'm going to think about stacking up from the bottom of my spine here, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3. And then on 7, 2, 3, I'm going to bring my arms up and I'm going to go into what we call an eleve, so up onto my tiptoes. There isn't a plie before that. That's something different. That's a releve. This is an eleve, which means I'm lifting up onto my toes here. And then as I come down, my arms are going to go back to where they were, and I can do the other side. So all together, that is 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, side, recover. 5, 2, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 8, 2, 3, reach, and reach, and reach, and reach. 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2. 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3. Now you'll see I made a little bit of a mistake there, and I'd like you to try and watch out for that mistake. I kind of plopped onto my heels. What we should be doing is we should be rising up, and then we should be decelerating as we go down to have a nice soft landing. That's really about calf stability and strength. So I want you to think about, as you do that, a nice deceleration as you come down. See how much smoother that was? All right. Even the teacher makes mistakes. Oh my gosh. All right. So we're going to try this with, what's my music? Here it is. 2, 2, 3, 2. 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2. 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 3, 7, 8, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 8, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 2. Plie, stretch, plie, stretch, grand plie. Stretch the legs, rolling up, elevate and down. Good. I almost turned off the live stream. That would not have been good. Okay. Turn off the music, not the live stream. Great. So one thing you might notice about that music is it's a little tricky because there's something going on in the beat and there's something going on in the other hand that is kind of floating over the beat. Don't get distracted. Make sure you know what the meter is, okay? Which is the timing that's really set out by that boom, 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 boom. Okay, make sure you're paying attention to that and not getting distracted by the other hand. I'm acting like I play piano. I don't. Don't be misled. So we're going to do it in a turned out first position now. So this is really parallel. And to find your first position, I talk about this a lot. I'm a little bit of a stickler about it. You really should be opening while your feet are together like that. We're not going to walk our feet back in this bizarre thing that people sometimes do. Just find your turnout. Your turnout is beautiful wherever it is, okay? It's about building strength in these muscles up here that make this happen. It's not about trying to get some sort of 180 degree. That's not what this movement is about. It's about building strength in a different part of your body. So here's what this looks like. Same thing, just with your feet here, okay? And they have to stay there the entire time. Now, the other thing that I want to show you is when you are over like this and you go to do these demi-pliés, those knees are going out over the toes. And then your heels come up off the floor here, just like they did in the other position. And notice how I'm reaching out to the side here still. Don't let go of that, okay? And then I have this lovely position when I come back together. And I roll up. And then I'm going to do my elevate there. Yeah, it's a little bit more difficult. Make sure you're really thinking about that belly button to spine connection and pulling from both the upper and the lower there to make sure you're staying balanced. You can also do this in your second turned out position and your parallel second position, okay? Just be careful your knees when you go to do this contraction, stay out over your toes. We're not going to do that as a group today, but if that's something you wanted to try later on, you could. It's all the same movement. The one thing I should say is in this parallel second, do not do the grand plie, just do 4 demi-pliés instead, okay? We're not going to do that today. We're only going to do it in this turned out position, but if you wanted to make it a little bit harder, you could do turned out second and you could do parallel second because that's going to get you even warmer and more ready to move. So, all that said, let's try it in turned out first. Here we go. 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3. Here we go. Forward, recover, side, recover, forward, open, up, back, recover. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 8, 2, 3, forward, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, demi, stretch, demi, grand plie, stretch the legs, rolling up, elevate, come down, forward, recover, fall, recover, forward. This is also kind of a long fall. Plie, upper, lower, everything. Now reach forward and let those arms fall. Demi, stretch, demi, stretch, grand plie. Recover those legs. Rolling all the way up. Elevate, recover. Good. So you'll notice I'm using this word recover a lot, which essentially means to kind of rebound back to where you were. So if I'm thinking about a fall, right, you saw this fall of my head and it recovers. We can also think about, though, in the plie, this is sort of a fall and recover, right? So you can find that in all different parts of your movement, which is really what we're looking at when we talk about this general broad scope of this idea. We're going to move on to warming up our feet a little bit, all right? So we're going to start, again, in a parallel position. This time your arms are going to be out in front of you. If any of you did my class last week, you will recognize this particular exercise. We did it last week too, but I like it, so we're going to do it again because it goes along with fall and recover as well as line and spiral, which is what we did last week. So we're going to start. This is called a press release. Okay, I'm going to do it from the side so that you can see. I'm really just coming up, rolling through my foot, pushing off with my toes, and retrograding or reversing that back down. Okay, that's my press release. Then I'm going to, I'll just stay side so that you can see the whole thing. I'm going to slide my leg out without bending my knee, and I'm going to lift my foot up from the floor using the heel first and then coming out to a pointed position. This is a tendu. And then I'm going to close it in. I'm going to do that same action, except I'm going to come up off the floor a little bit, a dégagé, close it in. Then I'm going to bring it through this pointed position here with a bent knee, stretch it out, bring it down, close it in. That's called a pas de cheval. Looks like that. So press release, tendu, dégagé, pas de cheval, all in the parallel position. Then from here, I'm going to do a développé. So I'm going to come into that same coup de pied position, right? I'm going to bring my toe up to the inside of my knee, and I'm not going to lift my hip up like that. I'm going to keep my hip stable and not fall over. And then I'm going to, from here, stretch this knee out so that my leg is long, bring it down to a pointed toe, and slide it in. Okay, that's called a développé because it develops out. Haha, the French, they knew what they were on about. All right, so we go. Push release, tendu, dégagé, pas de cheval, développé, and in. So that développé takes more time. We're then going to move our arms out to this kind of shape that looks like an Egyptian hieroglyphic. So I'm going to do the same thing, only moving my foot out to the side. The press release looks the same. Tendu just goes out to the side. Dégagé, same deal. Then I'm going to come up and through here. This doesn't go high, okay? Keep it low. And there's a reason for that. It's to keep us from lifting our hips. It'll be different when we do it turned out. Push release, tendu, dégagé comes up off the floor. We're going to the back now. Pas de cheval, same action, just out to the back. Développé, same action, just out to the back. I'm letting, I'll do that again so you can see. I'm letting my spine move just so slightly forward as I do that développé to the back. Okay, and we'll talk about what that looks like when it's turned out. Then from here, I'm going to do rond de jambe. Rond de jambe, circle of the leg, parterre, on the ground, en dehors, opening out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Then I'm going to do the same thing, rond de jambe, parterre, en dedans, circling in. 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can do 4 in each direction. 1 rond de jambe per 3. Okay, that's only if you want to make it a little bit harder. Then from here, I'm going to do the same action as the push release, fall forward and let my arms swing back, recover. Fall side, recover. Fall to the back, recover. All right, when you fall to the back, this is not a great comfortable position for a lot of people. I will tell you, the further back you go, if you have kind of a shorter Achilles tendon here, it's going to be a little bit easier, but don't go too far because then you'll fall over. So finding what works for you, okay? So we go to the back. I find myself here And then you can either, this is going to be level 1, okay? You're just going to that. You can also twist as you do this. One arm, right arm coming to the front, left arm going to the back, and then it circles around, and then you reverse that. I'm not going to go over that too much. Just pick the one that you feel more comfortable with. So that looks like this up to tempo, okay? A little more complex. All right, and then we will do it on the other side. I want to get moving, so we're just going to go and follow along the best you can, and then I promise I'll give you another chance to kind of practice it. All right. So remember, we start with our arms out in front of us like this. 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, and push. Tendu, dégagé, pas de cheval. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. Pas de cheval. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2. Push. Tendu, dégagé, pas de cheval. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. Now we rondo jump. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. Reverse. 1, 2, 3. Now we fall. Forward. Recover. Side. Recover. Back. Recover. Spiral 1, spiral 2, and we go 1, front, off, pas de cheval. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, push, tendu, dégagé, pas de cheval. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, push, tendu, dégagé, pas de cheval. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, rondo jump, and 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, reverse. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. Forward, recover, side, recover, back, recover, and up, and up. Relax. I should tell you, I have a little bit of a knee injury in this leg, so that was why this kind of looked a little wobbly as I recovered. So don't do what I did. This knee is yucky. Ignore it. Okay, we are going to try that whole thing in parallel, and then we're going to do it in a turned out position. One thing right into the next so we can build up some warmth. All right, so I'm going to have you do it here, right? Then we're going to move into our turned out position. So these things all look the same. All right, they just, when you're in the turned out position, you really have to work at making sure that you're staying rooted into the floor through your whole foot. You're not rolling to the inside or the outside, and that you're really thinking, especially when the foot comes up off the floor, about reaching forward with the inside of that leg. It's a difficult thing to do. When you go out to the side, you're going to follow the line that your foot is pointing to. You're not going to go directly side. That's going to start to twist your body, and you don't want that to happen, okay? And we'll do the développé to there. Then same thing to the back. Notice how that heel stays reaching forward, even as I do all this fancy footwork. Then I'm coming up through here, and I'm reaching to the back, and then I'm coming down to a pointed foot. I went a little bit too slow there so that you could see, but I'm going to show you from the side. When I reach back, my torso can reach forward a little bit so that I have space for that leg to get behind me. The last thing that you don't want your leg somewhere out here. That's not the correct alignment. So just be wary of that. Don't go too high, too fast. This is what these look like, right? These rondejons. All right, they're not quite that fast. And then from here, this will probably feel a little bit more stable as we come through these. And then again, with that, be careful that you're not twisting yourself off here if you're doing those arms. You want to make sure that you're stabilizing. All right, let's try it all together. So we'll start in parallel and we'll go into turned out. Here we go. 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3. Here we go. 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push, back, off, push ball. 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Reverse that. And get ready to fall. Fall, recover. Fall, recover. Fall, recover. And spiral. Get ready, other side. Push. Foot. Off. Push. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Push. Side. Off. Push. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4. Push. Back. Off. Push. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Now we run jump. Reverse that. And fall, recover, fall, recover, back, recover, twist, and twist, turn out, forward, off, push ball, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, push, side, off, push ball, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, off, back, off, push ball, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, forward, and back, forward, and back. Now we go back, back, front, ready, and fall, recover, fall, recover, fall, recover, and we spiral, spiral, other side, push, forward, stagger shake, push ball, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 2, push, taunt, off the floor, push ball, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, push, back, off, push ball, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3, forward, forward, and back, and back, and forward, recover, and side, recover, and and relax. Whew. All right. Not bad, you guys, not bad at all. So now we're going to do some triplets. We've been working a lot in a 3 in this class, and the reason for that is because with the fall and recover, I'm sure you've noticed, there's this sort of swinging action, and a 3 is really suited for that. Typically, I wouldn't do so many 3s in my class, but it's a really good tool for learning how to do this. Anyway, we're going to move on to triplets. So I want to start with kind of the basics of what a triplet is, if you don't know. So you're going to take your right foot and you're going to step down into it in this parallel position. So I'm in plie. My knee is going over my toe. And notice how my left foot is off the floor here. What I want to do with that foot, I don't want to leave it just dangling. I want to point it, okay? I'm going to shift myself around so you can see what that looks like on the other side. All right, so that's the down. And then I'm going to go up, up, up on a nice straight leg, up on a nice straight leg. You'll notice that travels you through space. That's what we're doing. So the reason it's called a triplet is that there are 3 steps to it. So a triple, and it's in a triple meter. So we go down, up, up. Now, if I were going to step on my left leg and repeat a triplet pattern, my first step is a down. So I step down, nice pointed foot on this right leg, up, up. Okay, so that's what that's going to be. I'm going to start way back here so that you can see my feet for most of the time. My arms are going to be kind of in this like open, sometimes we call this demi-second, right? But it's more of an open kind of arch with my arms. So I'm going to step with my right leg down, and I'm taking very small steps because of the space that I'm in. Up, up, down, up, up. Okay, now I want you to imagine this step staying the same, down, up, up. But now I'm going to take it to the side. I'm going to step down, this arm swinging in front of me, and I'm going to step up, up. Now I'm in plie on this foot, so I'm really kind of faking that up, but it's really about kind of the fall onto it from the back leg. All right, so I've just been here, and I'm going to go down, up, up. I'm going to repeat that action this side. Down, step back, step front. Okay? So all together, that's down, up, down, up, side, side. Try that one more time. I'm going to do it nice and slow so we can all do it together. Down, up, down, up, step side, back, front, step side, back, front. Okay? A little bit faster this time. Same thing. Down, up, down, up, side, back, front, side, back, front. One more time. Hair faster. You can do it. Ready? And down, up, down, up. Good. All right. There is one more or 2 more parts of this. So you're here. You're going to take this foot back here and step down, up, down, up. What did I do? I moved backwards. So the whole thing is down, up, down, up, moving forwards, moving side, moving back, moving back. What I'm doing here is I'm taking, imagine the last step you took was on this left foot, so I'm stepping down on the right foot, up to start going backwards. Okay? Then you can either just do another 2 triplets forward to round out the phrase, okay, which would be this again, or I'm going to throw a challenge at you, and you can do down, kind of half or quarter turn as you step up, quarter turn as you step up. Yes, Your back is now facing downstage. Then you're going to take your left leg and step behind you down, quarter turn, quarter turn. And you should now be turned all the way around, right? So faster, that looks like this. Down, up, up, down, up, up. All right? So all together. We go. Down, up, down, up, side, side, down, up, down, up, half, half. And remember, if you don't want to do the half turn, you don't have to. You can just do 2 more triplets forward. I'm going to do the half turn again so that you can see my feet. Here's the down, here's the up, here's the up, here's the down, here's the up, here's the up. And that's going to get you all the way around. All right. You can also do a 360 if you want to do that, but I'm not going to do that today. If all of this feels like I have this, this is perfectly fine. I have one more challenge, but let's do it with the music before we get into more challenges. All right, I'm looking at my time. Still time. Here we go. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3. Here we go. Down, down, up, side, side. Go back, back, half, half. Okay. My sound is over here. So I hope that went well. We're going to try it again. Don't worry. I am going to add one more challenge for those of you who want to try that out. So now I'm going to swing my arms as I go. This one you already know. Swing, 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 swing. So what's happening with those arms? I'm going to get nice and close so you can see. They're going to start over here and up. I'm going to go down to the right, down to the left. They're kind of swooping like this. Notice they kind of rotate in the socket as they go. All right. And you can make them a little more swoopy. It's really a figure 8 pattern. So this is down, up, down, up. Okay. The transition, so I'm here, that just swings forward here. That just swings forward there. And then I go right back into this. Okay? Let's try that with the arms with music. If you don't want to add the arms, you do not have to do that. Here we go. 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. Here we go. I have to tell you, I really love 3s and I love moving across the floor in a 3, so it's very hard for me to stay confined in this space while doing this. All right, we are going to move on because I want to make sure that we get to our final phrase. So, big surprise, this is also going to be in a 3. You should, so quick lesson, stage directions for those who don't know. Our audience is where we call downstage. Away from the audience, that's upstage. This is going to be stage right. This is stage left, okay, as we go from that perspective. So downstage, upstage, stage right, stage left. You should start yourself over on stage left. All right, you're going to start in a turned out first position. This first movement has us swing this arm through like this, and the other one swings up stage. And you can see that as I went through my plie there, I went into what we call a forced arch, which is my foot is in like a Barbie foot position, right? Poor Barbie has to walk around in heels all day. So this is the position that her foot is always in. Thank God that I am not Barbie. I could not stand that. So we go 1, 2, 3. And then from here, as I turn back downstage, my arms are both going to swing down here behind me and come over the top to there. All right, so this is 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. This is 3, 2, 3. All right, so let's talk about what's happening there. I'm in this position already. I'm sliding out. We call that an undercurve because my pelvis is going underneath something. That's what you should think about it as, right? I'm going to close everything into the back. Then in order to make this work, as I turn using my right leg around to the front, I'm also pivoting on my left leg so that I end up facing downstage, all right, in this position. So we go 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. Then from here, I'm going to do a drop swing. We did this in my last class, but just in case you didn't see it, you bend and drop your head and stretch those knees, those arms swing behind, bend, drop your hands and come up. But it's much faster than that. Looks like that. Okay, so I drop swing here. Then I'm going to développé my leg and curve my upper back at the same time. It's kind of hard. And by the way, I'm in plie on this standing leg. So from the side, it looks like this. There. All right, so I'm here. And then at the same time as I stretch this leg, I'm going to open up to the side and come here. All right. We'll talk about timing in a second. But essentially, this same action that you do in the rondejambe is what I'm doing when I go from this parallel position out to this turned out position. All right. Now I'm tilting my upper body a little bit so that my leg can go higher. The leg does not have to go high. It can go to there. And you can finish there. It's about building the strength. Once you get the strength and the position, you can work on the flexibility and height of the leg. So, timing of this is 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 3, 6, 2, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3. Then from here, I'm initiating with my left leg, and I'm doing what we call an undercurve forward. So we did one side. Now I'm going to think about my left leg shifting forward, and then I come up to a stretched position. You'll notice my arms flew up to the front, and then I'm going to use my right leg to undercurve back. I'll do it back here so you can see me a little bit better. That's what it looks like. Okay, here and here. Then from here, I'm going to do that same undercurve triplet that we did from before. And then this is a little difficult. I'm sorry for those of you who are more beginner. If you want to do the beginner version, what you can do is slide up, plie. Okay, so beginner version, slide up, plie. You'll notice when I went up, this foot is flexed. From here, advanced version or intermediate version, I'm going to slide, turn, and you kind of do a mini plie here. You shouldn't have to do too much of one though. It's really about putting down the foot that stops you, okay? And holding in that upper body. All right, so imagine I've just opened up to the side here. I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3. Then from here, I'm going to do a développé out to the front in a turned out position, and then a grand rondejambe. Let's talk about what that means. So I'm going to développé my leg out to the front, and then I'm going to bring it out to the side, and bring it out to the back, and then I'm going to come in to this position here. I'm going to show that here so that you can see it not on an angle. So I développé. I'm rotating it out to the front. I rotate it as I bring it to the back. And what I'm doing is I'm coming into what we call a flat back position. I'm going to rotate myself so that you can see. Ugh, that looks bad. Here, right? I'm in like one straight line is what it's supposed to be. All right, so from here, I come into this position and I'm in one straight line. I'm not, this is a ballet arabesque where I'm holding my chest up. I'm not doing that, okay? It's a little bit different. Whole thing. All right, so we're in turned out first. 1, 2, 2, 3, here we go. Drop, swing, and 1, 3. Open and down. Under curve, under curve, under curve. Turn, develop, around, and close. So I'm going to get to that on 7, 2, 3 and close 8, 2, 3. It really shouldn't be closed until the 3 of the 8, 2, 3. Okay? Then, of course, we do it all on the other side. We will get there. Let's try the right side first. And it is the right side, but we're starting on the left side of the stage. All right? So, here we go. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 7, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2. Under curve, turn. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3. Yeah. So that's one side. It takes so long to teach and it goes by so fast when you are actually dancing it. All right, so let's try and see what the other side looks like, right? So now I'm facing, when I started, I was facing downstage, like straight on. Now I'm facing downstage left. I'm really on this diagonal. So what I'm thinking about here is how everything else is gonna have to change just slightly because of that new starting position, right? So I'm here to start the other side, swing. Now I'm going to a diagonal upstage. And now again, I'm on the diagonal. I'm not facing directly downstage as I do this drop swing. I'm coming through here. And now here, when I come through this position, now I'm facing straight downstage again, okay? So don't try and get yourself here because that's where we were on the other side. You should be facing straight downstage. Then you're gonna do your under curve straight downstage, under curve back. This time I'm going to stage right, turn, or just go up and pause. Again, I face directly downstage when I stop. I come through here and into that flat back. I'm going to do that again so that you can see it properly executed. Whew. Still not quite it. I'm not on this left leg today. I'm going to try it one more time. Practice, practice, practice. Practice, practice, practice. There it is. Okay, so that's what it should look like when it's properly executed. All right, so we start here. All right, I'm going to do this kind of through motion here and pop there. Then I go into this. Then I go into that, and I'm still diagonal here. And I développé. Now I'm facing downstage. I undercurve. I go stage right. I do my little turn. Again, I'm downstage. I développé. I grand rond de jambe into the flat back. Now, what you can do if this grand rond de jambe feels like that's not happening for me in my body ever, it will happen someday, but it takes a lot of practice, right? So you can keep this leg nice and low, and you can still find that flat back with the upper spine, but just keep the leg low in the back, okay? Really think about what I'm thinking about to make sure that I stay on balance is energy coming out of both sides of my body, because believe it or not, that's what's going to suspend you up in the air. Okay, let's do right side into left side. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We go 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 7, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 7, 2, 3. Get ready, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Under, and up. All right. Good. Yeah. Okay, you guys. That was pretty good. We are going to take a moment now to take a breath and cool down. So what I'm going to do is put on some kind of ambient music. Turn it down so it's not quite so loud. I want you to find whatever is a comfortable position for you. You can find this position we were in at the beginning. You can crisscross applesauce. If you even want to take a moment and kind of lay down like this, it's a good place to be as well. All right. And we're just going to find our breath. This can be a little bit of a stressful time. So we want to try and release that. You can sit down, put your hands on your knees, find a nice straight spine, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. We'll do 9 more breaths like that. Breathing in and out. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. One of the things that I love about dancing is that it takes so much energy that I really can't focus on anything but that. I want to thank you so much for joining me for class today. I encourage you to take it again and maybe try some of the harder movements. I do want to remind you that the lesson plan is linked below if you want to check that out. So is the music for this class. You can find that playlist on Spotify. The other thing I want to let you know is that we do have our Dance On MMDG fund, our recovery fund. It's a $10 suggested donation for taking class today. And that link is also in the description. So check that out if you feel like it's a worthy cause. The arts have really been hit hard by the COVID pandemic, and I encourage you to donate if you have the ability to do that. So otherwise, take care. Thank you for taking class with me today. And I hope to see you back here next week.